Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and it is time for week 16 of Mintay Papers challenge, and this week's theme is Overflow. I'm going to use that beautiful design paper with elements called Lavender Dream and circle cutting dies from my stash. First, let's create the cut base. I'm going to use the biggest circle to create two white circles, and these are 300 GSM. I'm going to use my guillotine to cut a bottom, and this way it is the easiest way to create your cut base with a circular shape. So I'm going to use my scoring board. I'm going to place the card on the left hand side so it touches the side, and I'm going to create a top flap. Now I'm going to fold it and burnish it using my scoring tool, and that will give me the cut base. And when you actually adhere the front, it's going to stand proudly on a flat surface. But before I do it, I'm going to decorate it. So with the second circle, I die cut the gold card, and then with the next one, I use dark purple color. And I think this color variation really works with Lavender Dream with Mintay Papers collection. So now I'm going to use my liquid glue to adhere all the elements together, and as you can see, I'm going to have two borders here, and I really like this design. When I thought about Overflow, I thought let's create a shaped card and then all the elements are going to flow over. So now I've got a smaller circle with the white color, then I'm going to have the gold and purple again. But before I do it, I'm going to personalize the card. So I die cut the name of the recipient with the gold card. So all the elements are going to match, and I'm going to adhere them. As you can see, I'm starting with the middle letter of the name first, and I'm going to the right hand side, and then I'm going to repeat the process on the left side. And this way, all the letters are going to be evenly spaced, and it is so easy, especially when you do it on a curve. If you do it on a straight line, I really encourage you to use a low tack tape to all the elements, and then it will be easy to place it on a straight line. So the name of the recipient is ready. Now I can decorate the smaller circle. Again, I've got the gold and dark purple here to finish off and make sure all the elements are going to match. Have you ever created a circular shaped card? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, what is your favorite Mintay Papers designs or paper pad? I'm really curious. Now I'm ready to adhere the back of the card. As you can see, I'm using the grid on my mat to make sure everything is on a straight line. I'm going to use the liquid glue on the flap, and then I can place the front. Really easy to do. However, you have to make sure you burnish it really well. And when this is ready, the glue is set, so we can carry on with embellishing the card. And I'm going to fussy cut lots of the elements from that Lavender Dream collection. I absolutely love it. As you can see, I haven't adhered the middle circle yet because I want to make sure that all the elements are going to be there where I want them. And it's always a good idea to do a dry run first. Have you ever created a card with the name of the recipient? If you have, did you use some stamps, some cutting dies, or maybe you personalize it in a different way? I'm really curious. I love personalizing cards, and this one is for a friend of mine who lives in London, and she does like purple like me. So I thought this color combination and collection from Mintay Papers would be the best option. So as you can see, with some of the elements, I'm trying to go over to have that overflow elements, and I think this is so cool. And this one is very easy, and I do encourage you to take part in Mintay Papers challenge. It is so easy, and you know what? Every single week you're going to create something absolutely special and go from your comfort zone, which I think is really cool. So all the elements are ready. more or less. And when I'm going to place all the elements with the dry run, then I can add here the circle here. And I'm going to add some double-sided foam adhesive for extra dimension. And even when you create overflow cards, I think this is one of the best options. It's always a good idea to add a few drops of liquid glue first, and then add double-sided foam adhesive, and then add a few drops of liquid glue again, because this way, with time, the dry adhesive dries, but when you add those few drops of liquid glue, that really makes a difference. Now it is time to peel off the backing of the double-sided tape, and we can place it on the card. Have you ever created a card with purple and gold together? If you have, what occasion did you make it for? Please let me know in the comments down below. And I also wonder, what do you think about this Mintay Papers collection? Do you like it? I think it is one of the best from them. I absolutely adore all the elements here, and to be honest, it was pretty easy to fussy cut all of them. So as you can see, I'm nearly done with all the embellishments here, and what's really missing here is the sentiment. As it is a personalized card, it's going to be for birthday, and here is the birthday and also the same gold card that is on a card, so all the elements are going to match. I decided to use some double-sided foam adhesive for extra dimension, and the card will be completed super quick, simple and very effective. So if you have any nesting dice, I really encourage you to create some shaped cards. It is very easy to do and very quick at the same time. And it is really special as well. So when this is ready, if you want, you can also add some pearls or gems, that would be absolutely fine. However, with all those elements here, I thought this is enough. And the gold really shines when you tilt the card. Always make sure the sentiment is on a straight line, so it's always a good idea to make sure to put it on a flat surface, and then you will see. There is plenty of space to write your message inside. So what do you think about my week 16 theme, Overflow, and my take? I really hope I inspired you to create your own version of this project. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Happy crafting!